Welcome, everybody, to Tuesday night. I'm your host, MC Toon. I am on a beach in Florida. You can't see it, but back behind me there is salty water. I'm on, it's windy. You can see my hair's going all over the place because it's long. And why is it long? I don't know. Anyway, Sefu Smo is working on getting in here. He's in the car or something. I don't know. But thank you for joining. Let's see what we've got here. 4 people. We got Cranky Quacka is a new member. Anyway, I'm at a park on right across there. That's the main drag coming into Pensacola Beach. So that way, up that direction is the bridge to Gulf Breeze, which is also an island, and then this is the island, the second string of islands off of the mainland. So you got to go over 2 bridges to get to actual Pensacola. So we've come here a couple years. We like this campground. It's super cheap. It's Fort Pickens, and that's part of the reason why we come here. Because it's cheap. So anyway, we drove all the way down. We left, get this, we left at 11 p.m. on Saturday night. It's actually closer to 10. And then we drove about an hour south. And my wife's like, I left my sunglasses. I'm like, okay. She goes, I need my sunglasses. So, like, okay. So I pulled at a gas station. I disconnected the camper, drove back an hour to go home to get the sunglasses. Could not find the sunglasses. We hunted all around the house. Did not find the sunglasses. Well, we had been at my niece's birthday party earlier in the day. So we're like, well, maybe they're outside there. So we drove over to her place. They weren't there. This is, and so, yeah, it's after midnight. And we're like, well, we'll have to just do without. So like, okay. So all in, it took a couple, like 2 to 2.5 hours extra. And now it's well after we get back to the camper, we hook up again. It's like 1 a.m. And now we're starting basically to drive about a 20-hour drive, 20 hours of driving to go south, not 20 hours of clock time. So if you stop the car to do things like refueling, then that sets back that timer, pauses the timer. Anyway, so I drove through the night. I drove until 8 a.m. My wife took over for most of the rest of the day. We finally got here. Oh, well, we get to Buc-ee's. So Buc-ee's is the most important thing when we're traveling in the South. So we got to Buc-ee's at about 7:30 p.m. in northern Alabama. And so we're in the Buc-ee's there, and we were there for over an hour anyway. Then we had another 6 hours to go. So we got here to the campground at 2:30 a.m. on Sunday night / Monday morning. And I'll tell you, I was pretty tired. I had I kept myself awake, drove safe, and then I get I slept well, slept yesterday, had a great day today. It's nice weather here, so anyway, so come on, Dion. I'm ready. So anyway, Dion is coming. Dion's coming. He said he is. So let's see this one here. Hung Sing Kwan, USA, Sifu Frank says, I'm from America's oldest Kung Fu school, the Hung Sing Kwan in San Francisco. Welcome, Kung Fu school. Kwan, but Kwan is a Korean word, not a Chinese word. Kung Fu is Chinese, and Kwan suggests Korean. So I would say Annyeong Haseo to somebody that speaks Korean, and that's bad. But he calls himself Sifu, so that's Sifu is Chinese. Anyway, speaking of Sifu, we've got Sefu Smo in the house.
Hello there, friend.
Oh man, Sifu! I just had. I don't know. I'm not going to call you Sifu.
Why not?
Well, you're not my Sifu.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sifu. What does Sifu mean for people that are wondering?
Sifu is a Chinese endearment of master in the martial arts.
All right. Hung Sing Kwan, USA. Sifu Frank says YouTube search Sefu Smo or Dion Smo. You'll find his YouTube.
Yeah, I actually taught that Sifu Frank. I actually taught him in the martial arts years ago. He trained in my expression. So,
and what's your expression called?
Smo's Modern Kung Arts.
And who's your Sifu?
I was trained by Sifu Freddie Lee from Freddie's Modern Kung Fu in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest martial artists of all time.
And Freddie, his name is Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie Lee.
All right, Freddie Lee. All right, let me get back here. So, all right. Anyway, Dion, how are you?
Oh man, I'm doing great. I know it's been a minute since I've been on the show, but I'm happy to. It's always a pleasure coming on.
I'm always glad to have you. And Jiffy Jiffwald says more like Pian to O. So there you go. We've got Jiffy again says, my tithe to the Temple of Tune. Has the sacramental tune shine been consecrated for the ritual today? I've got my tune shine in here.
Where you on vacation at this time, Orion?
I'm in Florida.
Oh, okay, nice.
Your picture makes it look like you're surprised.
Yeah, that picture was taken years ago when I was doing some meditating in the Buddhist monks, or Shaolin monks. I was doing a lot of meditating.
But
down
why,
in Thailand?
You've never been to Thailand, but is that why you look so surprised? Is because part of the meditation is the surprised look?
Oh, absolutely. It puts you in a different trance where your third eye is opening and stuff like that.
I had some Thai food the other week and my third eye was opened. It was spicy.
Geez.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Jiffy Jiffald gifted 5 memberships, and then Mr. E-Man gifted 5, and then Jiffy gifted another 5. So thank you very much for those 15 gifted memberships. So all right. And you're traveling? Is that what you're doing right now?
No, that photo. No, I'm heading back from work. I'm driving right now, but that picture was taken when I was in Thailand. This was like 3 months ago.
When you were in Thailand 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Pretty sure you weren't in Thailand 3 months ago.
But yeah, right now I'm driving home. That's why I can't be on camera. But I don't want to miss the show. I love this show, man.
Oh yeah. How far are you from home?
About a 20-minute drive.
Okay, so then in a little bit you'll be home, or when you get
Yeah.
home, can we see the Sefu Smo in all his glory?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, that I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Earthrise says, "Hey Dion, you lost your accent. What happened there? Your accent's a little inconsistent."
What's that? Listen, I'm from New York, so I mean, I have a New York accent. I mean,
it's a 20-minute drive.
A lot of these people have never been to New York.
Otto says Smo is actually a pretty funny Poe. Stringers one says you don't find Florida Man. Florida Man finds you.
Yeah, I haven't been to Florida in a long time.
When did you fly through Florida on your way to not Thailand?
No. No, we took the I gotta look at my ticket, but we didn't go to the Florida route.
Yeah, what route was it this time?
I gotta grab my ticket. I forget what flight that was.
Yeah, your connecting flight in Podunk or Paducah in Alabama, right? Mr. E-Man, here's what it says is tune hunting for Florida Man, and then Serena's one says you don't find Florida Man finds you. Jay Watkins says track is ready. Check Discord up for suggestions. I shall. I'll have a look. I try to really on vacation here, not get too distracted. But Tuesday night's gotta happen.
Are you outside right now?
I am. Right behind me is salty water.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like you were outside for a minute.
Yep. And do you remember this book?
Gravity. Oh God.
I read it to you a couple years ago. And it belongs to King Crew, and I still have it. He won it in a competition. And I brought it. I came to Florida last year and saw him and didn't bring the book.
Who's the author of that book?
Yeah, you want to see their other stuff? Irene Chan illustrated it.
Oh,
it was written by Beth Spiro. So
that's kind of ironic because that kid in the book kind of looked like me as a child.
That's what you look like? As
a child, yeah.
You mean with hair, right?
Right.
Yeah. Which you don't look anymore with hair.
I mean, that's exactly how I look like as a child.
When you had hair.
Yeah, I see why you chose that book on the propaganda gravity.
Yeah, because the kid has hair.
Yeah, they're corrupting our youth early, I see.
Yes. All right. Bill McGuire has here's $5 for Dion for a language coach for a more convincing fake accent.
Listen, I'm from New York. I've lived here all my life.
It's a Canadian Boston, New York, Maine accent. Just keep twisting that knife, McCoon. King Crew's book right here.
Oh, geez.
You see, he won it. I put his name on it already.
You know what's crazy is that our kids are actually gonna read that book and then they're gonna get corrupted from a young youth.
That is crazy.
That book needs to be removed from every book stand.
Yeah, I just walked by a book stand today, and there it was sitting there at the book stand.
Jeez, such a shame.
All right, now I know you're in the car, or car.
The what?
The car. Are you in the car?
The car. You said the car, right?
Car. In Boston, you drive a car.
I'm from New York.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So you've got all these. Remember the first time we talked, you had all these maps that you were going to show. Do you have them? Like when you get home, are you going to have them, or?
Yeah, I got to go on my file. I have the I downloaded them from the file I have on my the desktops. I got to get them from there.
Okay.
But I have a ton of ancient maps. I'm just not tech savvy. It's hard to get them on the through the screen, but these are ancient maps from, north, the northeastern, the Chinese, like these are ancient Chinese Western Hemisphere maps that they used, that they had before, the globe propaganda came around.
And how do you have them? In what form?
Oh, these are through files, but they came from the ancient Sumerian text, though. Obviously, I don't have the original scripts, but they came from those texts, the original Sumerian texts.
The scripts. So, okay. If somebody, here's a question, just kind of little off the topic here. If somebody's going to paint a painting, right? What kind of medium might they use to apply? Not the brush, but the actual stuff that you put on the brush. What types of paint might somebody use?
For what?
For making a painting.
What you asked? What kind of paint?
Yeah, what kind of paint might they use?
I mean, there's whatever paint, kind of like an oil type paint.
Oil.
Yeah, or the oil. Yeah, like an oil type paint.
Okay.
I'm not a painter, so I don't really know that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just off topic there. So let's see, the ancient Sumerian scripts. But no, when I say what format are these maps in? Do you have paper, or do you have computer files, or are they etched on human skin in the tattoo form and made into a lampshade?
No, they're they're ancient texts, ancient scripts, but they're formatted on the I had them put on the file to form, so you could see them. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
But they're the original texts are from the Sumerian tablets.
Nope.
So, like I said, these are the maps they used before NASA came along and spreaded this globe, that the Earth was a globe, and all this,
Yeah, and when did NASA start this?
Oh, this was NASA came with this propaganda probably about around the early 1900s. That's when that happened.
The first part of the 1900s.
Correct.
Okay. And then the Sumerian would have been earlier in the 1900s?
Because, see, I want to... All right, so this is a quick thought, right? So Copernicus, right? In whatever year that was, he invented this telescope, right? The technology wasn't that advanced back then. It wasn't until he had this college guess that, because he saw on the telescope that all these other planets were round, that, oh, our Earth must be round. So he came up with a college guess that all the planets were round. That means the Earth has to be round. Like, what kind of sense does that make? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Amazing. Yeah.
But it's a college guess.
A college guess.
It's a college guess. That's nothing more. Like I could,
That was Copernicus's guess.
Yeah, I mean, he came up with the theory that the Earth must be round. Because I'm looking through a telescope.
I'm pretty sure it was somebody before him. Pretty sure.
And so he sees all these planets, the moon, Mercury. So all these planets are round. Oh, that means the Earth must be round.
Now, for reference, people, there's Pythagoras and Aristotle that were, more the early people in talking about the Earth.
I mean, yeah, they did the same thing as well.
A couple, like 1,500 or maybe 2,000 years before Copernicus. But don't want to split hairs on 2,000 years.
Right? But that's my point.
Yeah,
they were all propaganda. They didn't know any. It was all a guess. That's all it was back then.
Yeah, but Copernicus, that Copernicus's deal was more about that, not about the Earth being a globe, but that the Earth orbited the sun. That was his deal.
Which that's all propaganda too.
But I mean, it's not. But that was his thing. Not that the Earth was round because he looked in a telescope.
Well, yeah, he had everybody under the impression that because all these other planets were quote unquote round, that means the Earth must be round.
That wasn't his thing though.
That was exactly his thinking.
Copernicus's thing was orbits. Earth orbits sun. That was his deal.
And Aristotle, all those other.
Yeah, Aristotle's deal was Earth round, Earth spherical.
Well, he was a false prophet as well.
I don't think he was a prophet though.
All that astrology and all that, like that was all. It's just all propaganda. I mean, it's.
Are you home yet?
Almost, just about.
Okay, just to boot. Yeah, Mr. QTube said, how dare they corrupt our kids by teaching them reality?
Oh,
yeah. And Peachy Tony says, if only there was a postal service in the United States. If only there was.
The postal, yeah, that's PhD Tony.
Yeah, PhD Tony. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Are you an only fan?
Nah, not quite an only fan yet.
All right, well, he's looking for a few more. Professor Parks PhD says, narrator voice, Smo is not from New York.
I am most definitely from New York. I've lived here for 20 years. I mean,
okay. When I'm tired, I'll have a beverage sometimes. That sometimes I'll have like a frappuccino or espresso, or But what are all these made of? It's you know what I'm talking about?
You said you every now and then you'll have a beverage.
Yeah, so like a frappuccino or an espresso, but I'm forgetting, what are they made of?
They're made of coffee beans.
Okay, all right. All right.
That was random, but
yeah. I'm all over the place right now. Strigado's one is asking for you to say, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting a rabbit.
What about rabbits?
He's asking you to say it. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit.
Why does he want me to say that?
I don't know, just a random thing. Has no reason, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was really random. I mean, that's.
I mean, can you say it though? For him.
What's the what does that say? No, I'm not saying that. That. Wow.
He's asking you politely.
Tell him to if he sends me a cash app, I will.
Okay.
Cash app $100 and I'll do it.
Oh man, that's steep. Oui, Brian. Oui, Brian.
Oh, jeez.
You know what that's from?
Family Guy, right?
Totally nailed it. PhD Tony says, why do sailing manuals from the 1600s teach spherical trigonometry? It's a good question.
And wait a minute. What proof does he have that they taught that back then?
I suppose looking at sailing manuals from the 1600s would be the proof that sailing manuals from the 1600s taught spherical trigonometry.
But I mean that
just a wild guess there. Added.
But what proof does he have to support that claim? Because I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I would say just if you had the sailing manuals. Now, I've not. I can speak to the ones that I've seen. So I have looked personally. I've looked at the Nautical Almanac and the Nautical Ephemeris from 1776. Those right in there. I've seen them. That's when the series of nautical almanacs published by England begins.
Now, you do know, like, speaking of that, the spherical trigonometry, that's what they used to design the Titanic. But but even if they taught that back then, that doesn't mean we live on a giant ball of spinning water, you know?
Hold it. Just say again what you just said.
What's that?
About the Titanic? What about the spherical trigonometry maps that they used to make the Titanic?
That's what they used. Like, that's what the scientists used to design the Titanic.
They used spherical trigonometry.
Yeah, but they didn't teach that back in the 1600s.
I don't know how that has anything to do with. I don't think that they used a ton of spherical trigonometry to make the Titanic either. I mean, maybe for some things, but
I just don't understand how would that prove we live in a giant ball of spinning water? Even if they did, teach that back then, which they didn't. I mean,
I'm pretty sure they did, but okay. The Sun Express's ancient maps aren't much evidence, but a clear indication mankind had explored and documented very little of our planet. Yep. What do you think of that?
So he's trying to say that Western maps didn't mean anything.
I don't think so.
How is that not much evidence when the scientists were actually smarter back then? I'm not talking about Aristotle and all that.
Why do you think they're smarter?
Because they
obviously we all think that we are the smartest, right? That's how it works.
We have more tools at our disposal in this age.
We do, yes.
So it's easier for us to get the knowledge. Right? But back then, they actually had the research and they had to get the knowledge from reading.
You couldn't just go onto TikTok back then. Now you can go onto TikTok to find out how to do all of all there is to do.
No, I wouldn't recommend going on TikTok.
Yeah, there's no better place to do research than TikTok.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going on TikTok. There's a lot of propaganda on there too.
Okay, how's your TikTok channel doing?
I do not own a TikTok. I mean, I just don't. There's a lot of propaganda on there that I don't want to be a part of, but that's just me.
All right, I can't disagree with that. Cody Payne says he can't be right. Professional historian Jason Fred Durst Flurf has taught us that the Catholic Church started teaching the globe in 500 BC.
I never heard about that, but I wouldn't be surprised with how corrupt the Catholic Church is. But
okay, who was your teacher? Your Sifu?
Sifu Freddie Lee from Freddy's Modern Kung Fu, located out of Chicago, Illinois.
Does Freddie have a brother?
Freddie? Not that I know of.
Might his brother be David?
David Lee?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a brother.
All right, are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, because David Lee says, "Ooh, dat wabbit."
David Lee. But one of my biggest inspiration in getting into the martial arts was Bruce Lee.
Yeah. What about Rex?
I don't know who is that?
Rex? Yeah, Rex from Rex Kwon Do. You know about him?
No, I never heard of that martial artist.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to get kicked in the face with the pants he's wearing. Am I right?
I don't know who that is.
Right. I don't think I think you missed the part about the Catholic Church teaching the globe in 500 BC. Do you know why it would be difficult for the Catholic Church to teach the globe in 500 BC?
500 BC.
Yeah. Why would it be difficult for the Catholic Church to teach the globe in 500 BC?
500 BC, that's before Christ. Yeah. Well, yeah, Christ wasn't resurrected back then.
Yeah. So why would that be difficult for the Catholic Church?
Oh, yeah, because the Catholic Church wasn't around back then.
There you go.
Oh, wow, yeah. So it's Fred Durst is on some he was taught a lie.
Fred Durst is a flatty, by the way.
But he is right though. The Catholic Church is corrupt. I'll give him that much, but
I don't none of what that comment said had anything to do with corruption of the Catholic Church. It just had to do with him claiming that the Catholic Church taught the globe in 500 BC, which couldn't be the case because the Catholic Church didn't exist at that time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I will say this that he is right about the Catholic Church being corrupt.
I don't think he said anything about that in that comment. So,
and I didn't know Fred Durst was a.
Well, it's Fred Durst from Wish.com. He goes by
not
Jason.
Fred Durst from.
Yeah, not the real Fred Durst. Yeah, this is discount Fred Durst.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, discount Fred Durst. Also a professional historian, of course. Like if you went to wish.com, if you're like, oh, this is too expensive, let me go to someplace cheaper and more garbagey. How about Temu? Yes, let's go to Temu and order up Fred Durst. Then you'd get Jason.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, from that's the name of the band, Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Jason is the name of the band, Limp Bizkit?
No, from Fred Durst. He's the lead singer of that.
Yeah. Okay, so Is Jason where he looks a little bit like Fred Durst, especially the way he wears his hat. Okay. John F. Kennedy is here. Welcome, John F. Kennedy. I hope you're well. It's been a few years since you've I hope you've recovered from that little injury. Anyways, he says, Sifu, where's the edge? Why can't I edge there?
Oh, that's a very simple question.
Yeah.
We will never find the edge because the earth, the land that we have on this earth, will never find the edge because we will never discover. We'll never get to the edge because the earth is so big. You know, we'll never find the edge because the earth is so big. We have so many undiscovered continents, land past the Arctic walls, the ice walls. We'll never find it.
So here's a question. If they're undiscovered, how do you know they exist?
By maps. Maps.
That means they're not undiscovered.
Well, okay. All right. Let me rephrase that.
They're just, if they're on a map, they've been discovered.
Let me put it like this.
Oh, yeah, rephrase it.
Let me put it like this. Okay, they are discovered, but they are the government knows that they're there. The government, they're keeping us past the ice walls. We haven't discovered it, but we know it's there. If you know.
Okay.
Best believe there are people that are on those continents. People, species, beings,
Mechazillas,
you know,
edgelords. I bet there's a whole continent of hold on. I got some. All right, got a message. All right, so beyond the what? The ice wall? Who guards the ice wall?
Well, the ice walls
penguins do, right? The armed penguins.
Oh, okay. So let me ask. Okay, why is it that when someone tries to get past the ice walls, the CIA and the government comes and stops that person?
No kidding. It's so that
no. Why is that though?
I know why. Because if they go past the ice wall, then they're going to discover the island made up of 100% robotic John Travoltas.
Yeah, that's funny.
And they're all pilots, and they're gonna, and if they discover that we discovered them, they're gonna fly here, right? And then it's gonna be Saturday Night Fever everywhere, even when it's not Saturday.
So
imagine the chaos.
So let me tell you this. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
Have you ever heard of Admiral Waters?
Admiral Waters?
Yes.
No.
He was an explorer in the early 1900s, and he confirmed that there was land past the ice walls.
Oh wait, what's his name?
Admiral Waters. Now that was a real explorer, not all these propagandas, these fake
Hold on, what was his name again?
Admiral Waters.
Can you spell that for us, please?
Admiral Ters Waters. Listen, I've done my research. There's no one that can out debate me. Knowledge is power.
Spell his first name again.
Admiral, Admiral.
Why did you roll the R that time?
That's his name.
Okay. So what did What did he do?
So he was an explorer, right, in the early 1900s, and he voyaged over there, and when he came back, he told everybody what he saw and what he discovered past the ice walls. This was before it was illegal to get past them. And he came and he told everybody of all the land that was undiscovered over there. And he told people what he saw. And he confirmed that there is land past the ice walls, continents that we've never even heard of.
What were the names?
I mean, there's no names for them.
But what's the name of the island that has nothing but robotic?
Who's gonna name it? Who's gonna name it?
John Travolta's.
You can't name a continent that's uninhabited. Like the government.
Well,
anything,
it's not a continent. It's just an island of the mechanical John Travolta's.
Listen, I mean, there's no name for them because there's just too many. You know. That's like when Christopher Columbus came over here and named, they named it Americas. They quote unquote, they stole this land from the Native Americans and they named it the Americas.
Yeah, Columbus walks up. He's like, "Hey, how you guys doing?" He goes, "Hey, we're the Native Americans." And Columbus is like, "All right, we'll call this place America and take it."
It's like buying property. Like if I found land uninhabited, I can name it whatever I want, Of course, that's another story because Columbus, they stole it from the Native Americans and they named it the Americas.
Yeah, and he didn't even think to use a different name. He just used the name that they call themselves. Right?
Like, listen, this whole country is one huge Indian reservation, But I'm getting off topic. But Admiral Waters, he confirmed that there is uninhabited land past the ice walls.
Okay.
And that's what's crazy too, is like no one's ever that should tell you a lot right there that you guys never even heard of Admiral Waters. What does that tell you?
I've never heard of him. And amazing that his parents would name him Admiral.
Well, I mean, he was an admiral. That's what I mean. But his last name was Waters. So much wrong. Listen, we've all been lied to. Like a lot of the history is a lie.
Can you show us his credentials?
Who is that? Stephen Baker.
Yeah, he wants Admiral's No, I think he wants your credentials.
My martial artist or my my knowledge?
I don't know. Probably both.
I do have.
Are you home yet?
Almost. I'm getting off the interstate now.
Okay. Are you gonna get some food on the way?
No, I ate earlier. Some pizza and wings. It's just so cold out. I don't know how it is down there. It's so cold outside.
What kind of pizza?
Oh, just the normal. See, here in New York, we have the best pizza and wings. Just pepperoni and mushrooms.
Okay.
There's nothing but snow outside, That's why it's taking me so long to get back,
Because of the snow, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's no storm down there in Florida.
Every time we talk, there's a storm.
Yes, I mean, listen, I'm in New York in the middle of February. I mean, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know.
Oh my gosh. All right. We Bill McGuire says, is he aware that people actually live in New York and know how that is and know how that's supposed to sound?
Clearly not if he doesn't know like a New York accent.
Oh.
Listen, I was born and raised in this state, you know.
Yeah, well, except for when you were in Thailand, all those times in the
Well,
monkery.
I mean, I was visiting Thailand.
Yeah, yeah. The Sun Express says, "What's so funny about the name Biggeth? Dicketh?
Our biggest. I've never even heard of that name.
Do you find it funny when I say Biggeth? Dicketh? He has a wife, you know. You know her
Who's
name?
that?
Yeah, is his wife. Incontinentia buttocks.
Oh, I thought you said you had a wife in Thailand, but
No, Biggeth Dicketh has a wife. Incontinentia buttocks. John F. Kennedy says, Sifu, how did Japan cross the edge? How, Sifu?
Japan crossed the edge?
Yeah, how did they do it?
I mean, how do you know? I mean, crossing, they're not crossing anything. I mean, I don't know what he means by cross. I mean, they're not crossing anything.
I don't know.
And there's no edge. I don't understand why all these globe heads keep using the word edge. There's no edge. You'll never find the edge.
Let's see. Peachy Tony, can you email me or some other way send the link? I think it's scrolled off. I don't see it in. I'm not it using my regular interface, so I don't quite have this down as conveniently. All right, well, no idea then from Sefu Smo. Peachy Tony says the work I'm thinking of is the Mariners magazine by Samuel Sterney, published in 1669. I will post a link in the chat. So that would be the one that has the spherical trigonometry. What do you say to that?
Yeah, the spherical. Yeah, what did he say that the work I am thinking? Oh, the Mariners magazine by. Yeah,
Samuel Sterney.
Yeah, see, that had nothing to do with
the Titanic. I know what
spherical trigonometry, but
well, but if he did have spherical trigonometry in it in the 1600s, then that would suggest that you needed to have it in order to do navigation in the 1600s.
Right? Yeah, but that had nothing to do with like the level of the water. Like,
nope, that has nothing to do with it. You're right.
Like, we live in a dome underwater. Like, I mean, that had like a flat foundation. Like, that's why I call it the dome Earth. I don't call it the flat Earth. It's really because we live in a dome.
And where are the edges of the dome? Where do they come out?
You'll never find it because this dome we live in is too big.
But what holds up the dome?
The firmament.
But isn't the firmament the dome the same thing?
The firmament is where we're underwater, but that dome is like all those thermospheres and all that. You know, that's where we're guarded from.
The thermosphere.
Exactly.
I wasn't saying it because I wanted you to explain it more. But okay. I found it, Tony. Samuel Sturmy. Ooh, there's the URL to it. This. View entire
wow, he
text.
donated $5.
Yeah. Just to all right. I think I found the table of contents for it. In University of Michigan.
That's where they that.
Where what?
Oh, I lost my train of thought there. I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, you should hunt for it. See if you can find it again. All right, Tony, I appreciate that. I found it. I will. I'll have a look at it. Okay, gibberish 001 says Dion wants to later use ancient records when he gets home, but he keeps rejecting old records now. Can we or can't we use old records?
So let me ask gibberish this. Let me ask him this. What does he mean by old records? What are these old records he's referring to?
Well, I think that the Mariners magazine by Samuel Sturmy would be one.
And that was the author?
Yeah, Sturmy is the author.
Like I said, I mean, if the author would, he could be, listen, just because I write a book about something, that doesn't mean I knew. Like, I could lie. Like, if I'm the author, I could lie about what I'm writing about. That could be what he's doing. I've never even heard of that author.
But I've never heard of the Sumerians.
You've never heard of the Sumerian tablets?
No, nope, never heard of them.
You've never heard of the Sumerian tablets?
Nope, never heard of them.
Oh,
I think the Wascoey Wabbit stole them.
Listen, the Sumerians were literally they were here before the Israelites before Adam and Eve.
The Sumerians were around before Adam and Eve now?
Yeah, they were literally the first humans on the earth at the time. Okay, let me ask you this.
Ask me.
Have you ever read the Anunnaki?
Is that by Dr. Seuss?
Of course not.
Then no.
See, you've never read the Anunnaki. See, that's why a lot of this isn't.
I've read this. And the complete works, unabridged works of Dr. Seuss. But that's about it. Well, I mean, there's others. Right. I've read
I noticed too.
I've read this.
What book is that?
Relativity.
Oh, that's Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relativity.
Oh, and by the way, that theory, the theory of relativity, that's another theory that can't be proven.
Yet it has. Amazing. All right. So, what was the name of your Sifu?
Sifu Freddie Lee. He's from Chicago, Illinois. He's been training for about 40 years. He taught me Wing Chun, Chole Foot, and a plethora of other disciplines.
Okay. So, like, when it's time to teach Wing Chun, does he come into the studio and he says, "All right, everybody Wing Chun tonight"?
No, Freddie doesn't like. I'm my own Sifu now. I've surpassed Freddie. So,
how did you get promoted to being a Sifu? Who promoted you?
I mean, I kind of promoted myself, but that was from years of like hard work and training. You know,
the self-promotion to Sifu.
But like I said, you know, Freddie gave me his blessing to do that. So,
oh, well, good for Freddie. Glober Mom wonders for Dion, does this Freddie have people try and spend 5 nights at his place?
like a free trial, possibly. I mean, you get a free trial in the Queen.
I don't think that's.
Speaking of that, that's a good movie, Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, that's a good one.
Okay. Jay Watkins says Sefu Smo is hilarious.
I think I know that guy.
You know Jay Watkins?
I think so. I've heard of that name.
Facty says this is gonna mess up my spell checker. People are spelling things like you. All right, Radon. Radon says, can someone ask Smo about Smo rub dough? I heard his very powerful technique. Sefu Smo invented it in his bathroom. I must learn it for my upcoming fight.
Oh, geez, I'm not going to speak on that technique because of that. That's like I know this is a PG-13 friendly show. I can't speak on that technique on this. That's further down the line.
A late night with Sefu Smo, after dark with Sefu Smo.
Yeah, that technique is a very like you need to be in a certain mindset. I can't speak on it on this show.
Smo rub dough. It's the way of Smo rubbing.
But let me say this. That technique I learned in Thailand from the Shaolin monks. That's all I'll say about that.
The Smo rub dough technique?
Yes, I learned that in Thailand from the monks. So I'll just say that, and then
was it? Would you say it was a very hands-on training?
Listen, I can't speak on that.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yada Watt says this is the worst time in human history so far to be a flat earther. Even from a religious view, the amount we've discovered and the amount left undiscovered in us is astoundingly and awe-inspiring.
Well, let me say this. I'll say this: like, I'm not a flat earther. I'm a dome earther. So, you know.
But what is the overall shape of the surface of the water of the earth?
Oh, it's flat. The foundation is flat, but
so you're a flat earther then?
I mean, yeah, yes and no, but I'm more like I said, we live in a dome.
Yeah. But a flat earther. It's okay. It's all right. And embrace it. John F. Kennedy says Santa, elves, Tupac, and Trump are past the wall. Did you know that?
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll say this, that there could be some islands down there that, I mean, that could be uninhabited by, because a lot of these celebrities that, you know,
yeah, I mean, the uninhabited island of, mechanical John Travolta's. Well, it's inhabited uninhabited except for the robotic John Travolta's.
That's for another day.
Yeah, where it's always Saturday. Are you home yet? Are you still pulling off the freeway? I didn't hear you. I hope you're not practicing Smo rub dough.
What's going on with this? Can you guys hear me? I can't hear nothing.
I can hear you. I hear you
Let me
fine.
check this out.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be right back. I can't hear nothing on it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's just random. So much random. Oh, Rubber Shogun says I'm a black belt in that. People over there. What? It's 10:30 at night. Hold on. Just walking around a little bit, doing nothing. Oh, just some people going for a walk on the beach. Does his martial arts involve lots of headbutting? Yes. And you have to practice. Practice makes perfect. So you have to do it against concrete just to make sure you know. He's so funny. Do not take him seriously, people. Icy Spin says Dion is second only to Mallory for best flat Earth impersonator. Absolutely. All right. Let's see. What's this? PG Tony says, did you know that the Japanese call Japan Nihon? How embarrassing is it that they don't know the name of their own country? I gotta ask Dion about that. I don't know where he is. I sent him a message on Facebook. That's where we talk. Herwod says we souch flat earth. There's people right back there. Down by the water. All right. My gosh. He said all right, where'd they go? He said it's snowing in New York City. It's 52 degrees in New York and raining. I live here.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I knew it happened. The audio wasn't working.
Yeah. So, Dion, how bad is it snowing there in New York City?
No. I don't live in New York City. I mean, I live in New York State. I live in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, okay, Buffalo.
Yeah.
And it's snowing in Buffalo.
I should say it was snowing. It actually stopped about like 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Oh, what's the temperature?
It's probably about right now 40 degrees.
40. Well, how is it snowing if it's 40 degrees?
Well, I mean, it's not snowing anymore. I mean, it was.
But so did it raise 8 degrees in the last 10 minutes?
No, I mean, there's still snow on the ground, but like the snow, like it stopped. Like it stopped snowing.
Okay.
Like it stopped snowing. Like I don't know what else to.
Okay. So somebody was asking, is headbutting an important part of your martial art?
I mean, you can use headbutting as a.
Do you train on that a lot?
I don't personally because of the that. I mean, I would say. Let me say this.
Do you break cinder blocks often with the headbutt?
No. Let me say this. If you need to use the headbutt as your last resort, absolutely. But I wouldn't, because of the effects of CTE. I wouldn't advise it.
What's CTE?
CTE?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the infection of the brain.
CT.
CTE. Yeah, it's an infection of the brain if you get hit too many times in the head.
Does it stand for something other than just the letters C and T?
I think, what is it? The central transmitic entity. Yeah, central transmitic and continuity or something like that. The central transmitic continuity. It's something along those lines, but basically it's a brain infection in the brain. A lot of NFL players, UFC fighters.
Oh yeah, you don't want that.
Like, listen, I mean, as far like you don't want to get like, there's a misconception that in training, like you don't want to get hit in the head that many times. Like,
There's a misconception that you don't want to get hit.
No, I'm sorry that you do.
So you're saying that the misconception is that you don't, but what you're saying is that you do want to get hit.
No. The misconception out there by a lot of fighters and martial artists is that you should and do want to get hit in the head a lot, but you really don't. Like, that's actually a stupid way to train.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to take as least amount of hits to the head.
So don't get hit in the head is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Okay.
That's why I don't do the headbutts a lot in my expression.
I see. Okay. Platonic Cuddler says you really got to be kidding me right now.
Wait a minute. His name was Platonic Cuddler?
Yeah.
That name suits that guy.
How do you know that guy? How do you know Platonic Cuddler?
I don't know him, but like that name suits him because like if clearly the guy's a globehead. I mean, a lot of platonic cuddlers who are globeheads. I'll just say that. And let me say this: we never landed on the moon.
Well, we did it, but other people did. Okay, Nerd Alert says, I heard that buffalo. Has Dan Smo heard of that?
I mean, of course, I live here.
Oh my gosh. All right. Checking my phone. All right. It's so funny. All right. All right. So from PJ Tony, he says, did you know that the Japanese called Japan Nihon? How embarrassing is it that they don't know the name of their own country?
And what? Well, wait a minute. Let me say this. Let me ask him this. What proof does he have to support that claim? Because I've never heard of that before.
I don't know. I'm sure.
Listen, I've been to Japan and like I've been to Okinawa. I've been to Okinawan Islands. Like,
what were you doing there?
I was doing some. I was actually studying. Have you ever heard of this discipline by the name of Gojo Ryo Karate?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's
who's the main Sifu? Is it Mr. Miyagi?
No. But he's from there. Pat Morita is originally from the Okinawan. He's originally from there, but I'll say this about Japan: like they're very like that country is very smart. Like, oh, and by the way, they know too that we live on a flat Earth or a dome Earth.
All right. Are you home yet? Because Icy Spin says when we get home, we need bathtub flat Earth measurements.
Yeah, it's been like, oh, and that's another. Let me ask you this. Let me say this: that what were your thoughts? What were your thoughts when I proved like that water is level with that experiment?
I don't remember you proving that water is flat with any experiment.
That was the best experiment that you could prove to support the Earth is level. And I did that with bath water. I did that with just simple bath water, you know.
So like, a question on that. when you were in the bathtub, did you have any bubbles rise to the surface and then followed by a bad smell?
I did not.
Are you sure?
Positive.
All right.
So,
All right. When you get home, are we going to get some bathtub flat earth measurements? Are you home yet?
No, not yet. I'm almost home.
Almost home. Oh.
But
Hi.
but let me ask you
I'm
this.
live on YouTube right now. You want to come say hi?
Who is that?
I don't know.
I think he was live on something. I just told my girl he was live on something.
All right, there you go.
Oh, he got 350 views.
There you go.
What's
Who
your
is
name on
that?
YouTube?
Mike. What's your name?
Antonio.
All right, on YouTube it's MC Tune.
Hello there.
What you do?
This guy thinks the Earth is flat, and we're having a debate. That's Dion Smo, Sefu Smo. He thinks he's a martial artist.
No, I don't think I know.
That's what y'all on here debating about.
Yep.
I don't think. I definitely know I'm a martial artist.
What's your name?
Antonio.
Antonio. All right.
Actually,
There you go.
Hold on. What's the name?
MC right there.
MC2.
Let's see.
What you be doing all on YouTube?
Well, I do this every week on Tuesday, and I'm on vacation, so still doing it.
Oh, you got 20K subscribers.
There you go.
You getting paid from YouTube?
Do I get paid? Yeah, NASA pays me big time. A lot of money.
Oh, jeez.
I knew you.
All the
You know, I
fighters-
kind of believe that.
So I said he gotta be live.
I really believe that.
All right, we'll see you. All right.
But if you do get paid from NASA, I don't blame you though. I mean,
I wish somebody would hook me up. Get some of that NASA money. Unfortunately, all I get is stuff from YouTube here, which is great. So, okay, are you almost home yet?
oh, just about. Getting off the interstate now, and then be pulling in.
All right. Rythan says, did Deanne spend a lot of time in England before moving to New York, just trying to build up his backstory to explain the shifting accent?
No, I've never been to New England, England. I've never been there.
All right. Icy Spin says, how you never break character is remarkable, Dion. The Sun Express says, is Honorable Master Smo aware of Engineer Emeritus Traycation's groundbreaking discoveries in Antarctica?
I actually have heard of that. I've heard about that, but I said, that just goes to support that there's land behind the ice walls.
Yeah, because Antarctica is made of salt, because sodium is the major cation.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, of course. The major cation. Mr. E-Man says, I've been trying to get Flat Earther to explain Chelyabinsk and Tunguska events due to the domes. Does Smo have any ideas?
What does that say? Chelyabinsk and
Chelyabinsk.
Chelyabinsk and Tunguska.
Yeah, those are when meteors came in and exploded over parts of Russia there.
I never heard about that, but I'll have to do some research on that.
Yeah, do some research. Sun Express, Mr. E-Man, you'll have to wait for the next round of Smo wisdom, I guess, while he researches the Chelyabinsk and Tunguska. All right. Icy Spin says, Tune, you're always at the beach with Smo. Well, so last year, I don't think you were on last year. It was somebody else. It was 2 years ago north that you were on here.
Has it been that long since we done a show?
No, it was 3 years ago when you were last on when I was in Florida.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was Jon Snow and
Oh yeah, John. That's a good dude, Jon Snow.
yeah, and Dick Dawson. And so that was before I found this area here. I drove all the way into across the bridge to Gulf Breeze, to a little park in Gulf Breeze. But this spot's much nicer. It's a little unprotected because there's right over there is water, and right there's water. This is just a little peninsula sticking out towards where the bridge goes over to the mainland.
So let me ask you this: do you ever see any dolphins over there?
There's a tour place right here that says they'll bring you out to see dolphins, but we've not gone.
Yeah, I would encourage you. Dolphins are a great creature. I mean,
all right. Hey, now speaking of dolphins, you have a kid.
I do. I have a 2-year-old daughter.
Yeah. What was the first word she said?
Oh, flat Earth.
I thought you were a dome earther.
I am a dome Earth, but my wife, she always refers to it as flat Earth, and so my daughter, she started repeating it, and that's how that
it's terrible.
Yeah,
yeah. I can't believe that, man.
Like, I mean, it's. But hey, she's got the right idea, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And it's quite something that your daughter is 2 years old now, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, how long was gestation? It was like a 1.5 year gestation.
No, it wasn't that long. It was not about 10 months.
10, 11 months, something like that.
Yeah, it was 10 months because like my wife at the time was under a lot of stress, and that's why it took a little bit longer than usual. But that's neither here nor there.
Because that's how it works.
But I'll say this. My daughter will definitely not be reading that those gravity kid books running around like. And that's the sad thing about it too, is like a lot of those books are in the public school system too.
Or they're on just wherever you walk around there. They're just for sale on book stands.
Oh, by the way, I'll be homeschooling my daughter too as well.
Are you?
I mean, I can't have her at school looking at those books of propaganda, like, you know. But that's another topic for another time. I'm not going to get into it, like.
Okay. Some people don't think that you've procreated. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy thing, like, because I don't put my personal life out there, like, you know, even though I have shown my daughter on multiple occasions, you know, but
yeah. So a question: how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Oh, that's a great question.
You don't know the answer?
Probably. I mean,
the answer is a woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I thought you'd know that.
Oh, geez, that was a $4.99. Wow, man, you make a lot of money doing.
And you couldn't even answer the question.
Well, I'll say this is as much as you can chuck. That's how much it is.
I mean, that's kind of the answer I gave.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And it's Freaking News One says we got both kinds, country and Western.
But McDune, let me ask you this: what are your thoughts on the lunar eclipse happening in April?
The solar eclipse is happening in April. Yes.
Yeah, the solar eclipse.
I am driving to Texas to see it, but you're in New York, so you're not very far from where it crosses. You probably could go see it.
Oh yeah, it's Niagara Falls. Like I'm about 20 minutes from Niagara Falls, so I'll be going up there to see it. But I just wanted to know, like, I just have this solar eclipse. It's like it just makes me wondering why they are blocking out the sun. Like,
Why
it's just something doesn't seem right about it.
Wow, it does go. Holy cow. It does go right by Rochester. That's pretty cool. But let's see. Niagara Falls is in the path of totality. It looks like it's within. Yeah. Rochester is super close to the path of totality. The center of it, just north of you there.
Yeah, I've already got a hotel booked in Niagara Falls to see it.
Buffalo. It's in Buffalo there. And Niagara Falls.
Well, I'm only about 20 minutes from Niagara Falls.
But you live in Buffalo, right?
Yes.
It goes right through Buffalo. You don't need to go to a hotel.
It does, but in Niagara Falls, you get a way better experience from seeing it out that way.
Why?
I don't know. Like, you just get a better view.
It's perspective. It's the angles. It's ball bearings, man. It's all ball bearings these days.
But I'll say this. I mean, there's something that's not adding up about the solar eclipse. Like, the way they're blocking at the sun for that amount of time. Like,
they are blocking it. Icy Spin says, "Two of those people are looking for crabs." Normal. Well, they were not looking for crabs. He had a cigarette in his hand, but it looked funny, and it smelled funny.
who had a cigarette in their hand?
The guy that just stopped by.
Oh, I was gonna say I've never smoked a day in my life.
Yeah, I totally believe you. Your friend Zippity says, "My wise Sifu. It's a shame that Mud Energy stole the receipt of Diet Dr. Pepper, and Instant Coffee Grounds fake bodybuilders hate the realness of Sefu Smo."
Well, I'll just say this about the coffee. The coffee grounds is that there was this bodybuilder by the name of Carly Muscle.
Carly Muscle.
No, Carly Muscle.
Carly Muscle.
Yeah, and he stole my secret where you mix coffee grounds in a Diet Pepsi together. It's basically an energy drink.
Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, and you mix it with coffee grounds.
Same thing, right? Okay.
And he stole that recipe from me.
Wait, instant coffee grounds or regular coffee grounds?
Regular coffee.
Not instant?
Oh, no. Instant coffee grounds. Yeah.
Diet Dr. Pepper plus instant coffee.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and it's an energy drink. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he stole that recipe from me.
Oh.
That's what
I'm gonna have to try that.
I'll say this much: you'll be on the toilet for a long time. That's why I stopped using it. You know.
Diet Dr. Pepper and instant coffee. It's an energy drink. Oh my gosh! All right, are you almost home?
Yeah, just about. I'm gonna be going in the door soon.
You pulling off the freeway now? It sounds like you just opened something. Did you just open a Diet Dr. Pepper? Are you mixing it with instant coffee?
No, that's only before you walk out.
Oh, not after.
Correct. Yeah, because it's supposed to be an energy boost, but you know it's not very healthy for you. But
Oh, okay. Ryan says Bowie Quipkey. Bowie Quipkey. Plastic Citizen says it's 52 degrees in Buffalo right now. How's it snowing?
Well, I mean, that's the temperature now. I mean, it wasn't that like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, 2 hours ago it was 20 below. What are you talking about? Plastic Citizen.
Listen, we have hop. We have hop around here, so the weather can change at any moment.
You have hop.
Yes, hop.
What's hop?
The weather modification weapon.
Oh. Can you spell that, please?
HAARP.
And what organization will you be joining when you get a couple years older?
No, me. I'm all independent.
Yeah,
I have my own.
Just spell that again, but leave off the H.
AARP.
There you go. If only they would. Yeah, that'd be good. Some cross marketing deals with AARP and Sefu Smo. What do you think?
About that?
Yeah, you could just call it OP.
No, hop.
Yeah, but AARP without the H, it's just OP, right?
No, hop. It's
Yeah, but without the H, how would you say it without the H?
Oh, op.
Yep, that's it. Right on. Sefu Smo. I need advice for training in urban environments. Should I start training by punching disabled parking signs or throwing shopping carts first?
Listen, I'll say this, that the shopping carts, like you can actually do, if you do with squats, it's actually a very great exercise. But
Do
my
squats,
training,
wait. Do squats with shopping carts?
Yes, because shopping carts, like the way you grip the carts, if you do a squat with it, is very unorthodox. That's a lot of my training.
Do you hold it up or what? You just hold it.
Yes, you grip it as hard as you can, and then you start squatting it. It's not for the weak, I'll tell you that much. You're
not lifting the shopping cart.
Yeah, you're lifting it above your head, and you're squatting it while it's above your head. I'll have to do another demonstration on it.
I need a demonstration on doing squats while holding a shopping cart.
Like I said, it's not for the weak. Like I'm one of the few people that can do it.
No kidding. It's not for the weak.
But that's what that Raydon was referring to, that exercise.
Okay. King Ed the Fifth says, does he know that Pat Morita was born in California?
Pat Morita? No, yeah. Pat Morita was born in Okinawa.
Let's check.
His daughter was born in California.
His daughter was, but
yes.
Well, let's see. I'm looking right now. He was in that other show. You know that show he was in?
Pat Morita?
Yeah.
I've only seen him in the karate movies.
He was in Happy Days.
Or the Karate Kid.
Bye. Yes, he was born in California, 1932.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
Waiting.
There's no way. No, that can't be right. Did you look that up on Wikipedia?
I looked it up on NASApedia. It's a secret NASA information source. I can't reveal any more details than that.
Because when I was in Okinawa, like I talked to people who knew Pat Morita, and they told me he was born in that area. No. It was his parents that were born in that area. I'm sorry, that was my mistake. His parents were born in that area, not him
that
himself.
totally makes sense now.
That was my mistake. Yeah, that.
And they were from where?
Okinawa.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are you sure it wasn't on the Japanese island of Kyushu?
That's not far from Okinawa. That's it. Really is. They're like literally. Okay, they're like 5 miles or 2 miles from each other.
Kyushu not equal Okinawa, just for reference.
Okay, they're 2 miles from each other. Like, I mean, they're
miles.
basically right there.
Basically, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Glober Mom says, from Japan today, Japan is an anglicized version of Japan's name Nihon or Nippon, and is rarely used by Japanese speaking their native language.
Nihon or rarely used by Japanese speaking the native language.
Yeah, Japanese. The Japan is what's rarely used. There's 4 people over there. 2 more. They're on a date or something. I'll say.
I'll say this, McTune. I love enlightening your audience on the dome Earth. Like it's just you know.
Yeah. All right. What's that? I am live. Yeah. Oh, they're coming back.
Well, that was the thing right there.
Yeah. What's up with y'all, boy, man? They debating about if the Earth.
Oh, yeah. He thinks the Earth is flat.
You think the Earth's
We
flat?
live on a dome Earth.
I ain't gonna lie, my opinion on it. The Earth is round.
There you go. There you go.
The Earth is round.
Nah, the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Like,
You have a good night.
All right. See ya.
I see you're already indoctrinating those young lads. Jeez.
They already know the truth.
Poor lads.
All right. AT2 says, did not know this happened. MC Toon has my membership. Someone must have gifted it, and I thank you. Yeah, a bunch of giftings has happened. So thank you for that. Let's see. We've got Icy Spin says, what are your thoughts on optimizing marsal veins? That is a controversial topic.
Yeah, that's another topic for another time.
Oh, you don't have thoughts on optimizing marsal veins?
I don't want to hop on that on this show. Like that's.
What about the prefabulated amulite?
I mean, like I said, that's a very sketchy topic.
Sketchy. Yeah, because if you do it wrong, then the spurning bearings will be all wrong too. Right.
So let me ask you this: those two. Let me ask you this: those 2 guys that were behind you. Yeah. Did you indoctrinate them already about the globe Earth?
They came with the correct information already in their heads.
Because I just can't see like them being globe heads already.
Why not?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. So are you home yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in the door now. I'm gonna walk in the door.
Awesome. Icy Spin says, I'll say this, like a Texan running for Congress.
Let me ask Icy Spin this: if he voted for Trump or not.
I don't know what. I don't think Trump is a Texan running for Congress, but okay. We got C-Max Place's question. How do you think the unthinkable? Answer. with an iceberg.
How do you think the unthinkable with an iceberg? What kind of question is that?
How do you sink the unsinkable? With an iceberg. You see, he added. Never mind.
Oh, and that's another topic for another time about the Titanic.
No kidding.
If people really knew the real story behind the Titanic, but that's another topic for another time.
Yes. This is the longest 20-minute drive home ever.
So let me ask you this. That was another $2. So you get. So let me wait a minute. You get paid for people who ask questions. That's
yes.
a $2.
Yes.
Wow.
My hair's going. There you go. What do you think?
Man, what a way we've come, man, from this.
I don't know what to do. It's just everywhere. Okay. Yes. You've been on your 20-minute drive home for an hour and 36 minutes. Your friend Zippity says HARP is the weather dominator from G.I. Joe.
Well, you've heard of HOP, the weather modification weapon that they used in the Cold War. They used that in the Cold War. And lots of people now claim, oh, they don't use it no more. Well, yes, they do use it. And how do you know they don't use it no more?
I think a lot of people don't know what HARP is.
It's a weather modification weapon developed by Russian scientists. They created the weapon.
It's in the Cold War. And when when was HARP first created?
Well, I'll say this. It was around the night. Oh, no. 1952.
1950D?
Yes, 1952 was when it.
And are you sure about that?
It was developed by Russian, Chinese, and German scientists.
And it was used during the Cold War?
Correct. No, that's when it was first brought to that. Yeah, that's when they started using it. Yes.
Okay. So, and when did the Cold War end?
Oh, I can't think of the exact year right now.
Just spitball a guess.
Say around 1961, I'd say.
It ended. The Cold War ended in 1961.
Yes. It's one of those years. I can't think of it right now.
One of those years. Take that 6 and then flip it upside down. What do you get then?
Oh, 1969?
No, take the 6. You said 1961. Take the 6 and flip it upside down. What do you get?
The 6. Oh, you get 1961.
Yeah. Now switch that. Take that 6 and flip it upside down.
Yeah, you get a 9.
There you go. So what year does that make it?
1960. Jeez, I can't do math right now.
It's not math. So
listen, I can't listen to this. I can't remember the exact year, but like it's a real thing. HARP is a real weapon that they are using.
All right. So
they can create a hurricane, a tornado.
Right, hold on. I gotta set this straight. Cold War ended about 1991. HARP first was started in 1993. So 2 years after the Cold War is about when that HARP was first established. So okay.
They can create tornadoes out of nowhere, hurricanes, like all that.
Hurricanes. Oh my gosh.
Listen, they can make it. Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Why is it that they can make it snow in California when California never gets any snow?
It does get snow.
In
It does.
California? No, it doesn't.
Yes.
No, I highly doubt that.
How is it that they can ski at Lake Tahoe?
Well, I mean, they.
Right. All right.
The but I mean, well, obviously in the mountains, you know, that's different. But I'm talking about like like LA. Oh, let me like LA, a city like LA.
All right. It doesn't snow there.
But it was snowing there this past winter.
When?
Oh, I want to say like January. Yeah, January. They was snowing in LA. You can Google this. Like this is
Okay.
simple.
Plastic Citizen says 2 hours ago the temperature in Buffalo was still around 52 degrees. In fact, it reached a high 66 today. Still wondering how it was snowing.
No, that can't be white because like I live here and it was snowing earlier. Listen, I live in this city. Like I know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a different weather pattern wherever you go. All right. Bill McGuire says, has Dion ever found those pictures from the LA Flat Earth Convention with Logan Paul? That definitely happened.
Oh, I still have to send you those pictures.
You do. I need those pictures of you and Logan Paul hanging out.
Yeah, my wife has them on her phone. I gotta
Yeah, like you were dancing with him, right?
No, we weren't dancing. We weren't dancing. I mean, he was.
You were
You know,
slow dancing with Logan, weren't you?
but no, that was before Logan Paul was in the WWE. But
WWE. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. The Sun Express. Great Master Sifu Smo. What arrangements and direction will the sun and moon be during the eclipse?
the sun. Well, the arrangement and direction it will probably be more towards west. The west of the sun, and then that's where the whole
West of the sun.
west of the sun, and that's where that's when the darkness will come in. Which I have another theory on that or truth on that.
Oh, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Well, like I said, I think they're I don't know why they're doing it, but like they want to block out the sun for whatever amount of time.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I don't know if they're trying to open portals or what, but
it could be. Yeah, I mean they already did in CERN, right?
Oh yeah, yep, CERN. Oh, actually, we did a show on that.
We did, yeah.
Yep.
Where you said things.
Yeah, CERN.
That was it.
Yep. The dark matter of the God
matter.
particle.
The God particle.
Yeah.
Okay. Icy
Located
Spin
in
wonders.
Swiss.
Icy Spin. Hold on. Icy Spin wonders. Would you walk 500 miles, then walk 500 more?
I mean, what? I'm in perfect shape. Why would I do that?
But would you walk 500 miles?
Would I? No, but could I? Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and then would you walk 500 more?
No way. Like I said, I'm in tip-top shape. Like I'm in the best shape of my life.
Are you?
Absolutely. You know, I got 5% body fat. You know, like I said, I'm in the best shape of my life. You know, this is the best
Yeah.
year as a martial artist I've.
But I mean, would you walk 500 miles just to be the man that walked 1,000 miles to get to your
No.
own door?
No.
No. All right. Are you at home yet?
No, I was just sitting in the car for a little bit, but I'll go in now.
The car. See, now it's a car. Right now it's Boston. All right. Stringer News 1 says, Dion, you have a triangle with sides 1, 1, and 1. What are the interior angles?
The interior angles, they'll probably be if you got the it's a prism or pyramid. That'd mean three times 8 times 12 divided by I mean, I can't really do. I mean, you have a triangle with sides 1, 1, and 1. I mean,
what are the internal angles?
It'd be a prism. Like it would be 3 times 9. That'd be 9 prisms.
Wait, 3 times 9 is 9 prisms?
Yeah, because that's where the pyramid would come in. Listen, I don't have a math major, but like I said, math is all propaganda.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Facty's wondering, can they make it Wayne down in Africa?
If they have a harp, weapon in Africa, absolutely.
They should totally make it Wayne down in Africa.
If they built a harp system modification down there, they absolutely could. Absolutely.
And then Bill McGuire says that it's snow-based dementia.
What is?
It was a high of 66 degrees today in Buffalo, and it was snowing.
Well, listen. I'll say this: if it was that degree, it was like early in the morning. But as the day progressed, it started snowing throughout the day. It didn't stay that temperature.
And I went so far away. Oh my God.
Listen, they'll see whenever they see tornadoes coming out of nowhere that they've never had tornadoes in their cities before. They'll believe in Hopton.
Oh yeah, because of tornadoes. PhD Tony says, new word, a pyramid with the top cut off is a frustum. Frustum.
Yeah, I already knew that word.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Tony. But yeah, I already knew that. But thanks again.
Okay. What's a cone with its top cut off?
Repeat that.
What's a cone with its top cut off?
Oh, a cylinder.
No, a cone.
With the top cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cylinder.
But the sides on a cone are angled in. The sides of it on a cylinder are not angled.
I mean, it's pretty, but that's just it. That like I said, I'm not a math major, so I don't know.
I believe you. Okay. Nerd Alert says it's been a roller coaster wide. All right. Did you get home yet?
Yeah, I'm back home.
Oh, all right. But
Yeah,
no
it's
camera.
just.
Camera. Can't do it.
Well, listen, that like I'll say this is that it's just enlightening the masses, like, you know.
Now, have you seen that show with Kim Kardashian?
No, I don't watch. No way. No. Why would I
not?
ever indulge in that kind of foolishness?
Are you not a fan?
I mean, she's an attractive woman, but like I would never like watch. Well, listen, let me say this: if anyone watches Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like you have to be really brain dead. Like I'm not gonna learn anything watching that show. That's programming. Like they're poisoning the youth. I mean, my wife watches that show, but as a man, I could never indulge in that kind of entertainment.
Now, speaking of now, when you entered the home just now, is this home where your wife lives?
Yes.
And is she in the room with you right now?
No, she's cooking. We're having a late dinner tonight. She's cooking dinner.
Oh, what's for dinner?
Lasagna.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife's Italian, by the way.
Okay. And what are you?
I'm black.
You're what?
I'm black.
I've seen you though.
Well, okay, I'm half black, half Polish. I'm mixed. I guess I should say. I'm a black and white man.
Okay. So kind of like ska.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you got some lasagna. So yeah, at 12:24 a.m. you're having lasagna.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. And is it homemade lasagna because she's Italian? Because an Italian would never have frozen lasagna.
No,
That's
no
not
way.
allowed.
No way. Yeah, this is definitely homemade.
Icy Spin says, "How are the Belmonts doing? It's been a while."
The Bell, how? Yeah, that's a good band. Dion and the Bell. Yeah, that's a good band.
Deanna the Bell.
The Belmonts.
All right. PG Tony says, "Is Deanna Flurf because he can't pronounce reciprocal or zenith and doesn't know what an angle is? Can you pronounce reciprocal?
Of course, reciprocal.
How about zenith?
Zenith.
There
Or
you
Zenith,
go.
yeah.
Do you know what an angle is?
Of course.
What's an angle?
An angle is the exact measurement at, what part you land at, I don't know the exact definition, but
You were doing so good. Then it all fell apart.
listen, I'm not a carpenter, okay?
You actually kind of are.
I mean, in a way, yes and no. I mean, remodeler and carpenter are like.
All right, hold on. A U-Haul just pulled up, and there's a cat in the passenger seat.
Babe, is that ready yet? Okay. Thanks.
Can you put her on camera? I want to interview her quick.
Sure. 1 second. come over here.
Hello.
She she's acting shy right now, but
Oh, why? Why is she shy?
I don't know. You know how these women are.
Maybe she
Too much keeping
deflated.
up with the Kardashians, you know.
Yeah, she deflated.
Oh God. No, what does that mean? Deflate?
You need to get out the air pump and top her back up.
Listen, and that's another thing too. That's another pandemic. Is like all these reality TV shows, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like, I would encourage every man to not have their wife watch those shows.
All right. What about your Chinese ex? Is your ex Chinese?
Yeah.
What about her?
I prefer not to talk about that situation.
Why?
Yeah, that relationship went left real quick.
Oh, what left? What about it? What about your cat?
Yeah. Yeah, that's another topic for another. That's another story for another time.
Your cat is?
Yeah, that. Okay, so basically, my ex killed my cat.
How?
I prefer not to say.
Why?
I prefer not to say. Like, that's another story for another time.
All right. Mr. QTube says they're poisoning the youth as a man who teaches his kid that the earth is flat.
I highly disagree with that.
And Icy Spin says, how many pieces of cake is too many?
I guess when you get full, I guess.
But how many?
Probably about 6 pieces.
6 pieces of cake?
Right.
Wow. That's a lot of cake.
Yeah, you gotta put it over there. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, probably about 6 pieces.
Okay, and how many pieces of pizza is too many?
Say about 6 or 8.
And how many pieces of lasagna is too many?
Probably about 4.
4, okay. And is the lasagna ready?
What did that? 1 second. She said it's about 20 minutes left on that.
20 minutes left. So you're gonna eat lasagna at 1 a.m.
Yep.
Man.
Listen, I just got back from work and she works late, you know.
No kidding. Amazing stuff.
I love it.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a great, I love this show. Like, you know, you're the only Glowbird. Like, I'll go on their show, you know.
I appreciate it. All right.
That one dude, what's his name? Fight the Flat Earth. That guy's a dick. I can't stand that dude.
Yeah, he's got a little more a gruff personality, would you say? Right?
Yeah, that guy's crazy.
Will the lasagna take an hour and a half to then?
No, actually, let's see here. Yeah, it's got 20 minutes.
Towering Flesh needs some damn tequila listening to this.
That guy, Fight the Flat Earth, that dude was stalking me. Like, you know, that dude was stalking me. Like, That dude is that's one of the most craziest globe heads.
Would you say he's a wascal?
I mean, that guy lives in England. He's stalking me all the way from New York. It was just
He doesn't live in England though.
or Great Britain, wherever that guy lives.
He's not. He's in Scotland. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What's this? All right. Well, that lasagna. Yeah. What? Since you're home, I mean, can you want to pop on camera quick, or is it have hair and makeup not showing up, and so it's not really presentable?
Did you say hair and makeup?
Yeah, hair and makeup.
I mean, I'm a man. I don't wear that.
Okay. There seems to be a bit of a different sound to the audio now.
What's that?
Are you gonna grunt here in a second?
But I'll just say this, that we need to enlighten people. Like, we don't live in a giant ball of spinning water. We never have, and we never will. Like,
all right. Can I we need I think it's getting close to time for your lasagna to be ready, but you mind if I read to you this book quick?
oh God. Why not?
Baby drops a noodle. Flop. Puppy gobbles it up. Slurp. Why does a noodle fall?
Oh God, look at this author.
Because of gravity. Everything is made of matter. The amount of matter is called mass. Puppy, little mass. Baby, more mass. The earth, lots more mass. Mass makes two objects pull together.
Wow.
This pull is called gravity. Weak pull between puppy and baby. The earth has a lot of mass, so it has a strong pull. Strong pull.
Oh God. This is an actual book out there for children to read.
When baby drops something, the earth pulls it down. Baby likes to test this. Puppy likes to help. Slurp. Gravity is everywhere. Moon, less mass. Earth, more mass. It makes the moon go around the earth, and the sun, lots more mass. The
wow.
earth around the sun.
That's crazy.
Gravity is even at the park. Baby climbs up. Where is gravity also at, Dion?
Gravity doesn't exist. That's gravity does not exist.
But where does it exist also?
It says say the park.
Yeah, there you go. At the park. And gravity helps him down. Whee! Baby loves gravity. There it is. Amazing.
And the crazy thing about that is that's how I looked as a lad.
With hair.
That's exactly how I look. It's almost like she made that book
used to have hair.
To patronize me.
Oh, all right. John F. Kennedy says that he wants to debate you. Would you debate John F. Kennedy someday?
I'll debate anyone. I've never lost a debate.
May or may not be the real John F. Kennedy. No guarantees on that.
I've never lost a debate. I'll debate anybody.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll set it up here. TB179 Sifu said his Asian ex ate his cat with her dad. What? Oh my goodness.
See, I didn't want to say that on here, but yeah, that's what happened. No comment on that story, but anyway.
Icy Spin is wondering, what does the fox say?
The fox?
Yeah, what does the fox say?
They don't say anything.
I'm pretty sure there's a song about what the fox says.
The Fox and the Hen?
Nope, just the fox. What does the fox say?
That's a Disney Channel movie, right?
Nope.
Fox
What
and
does the
Hen?
fox say is just a song about what foxes say.
I have no clue.
Yeah. All right. And then the Sun Express says, Honorable Master Smo, how many megatons of gravity volume in photons did HARP use?
Probably about 26.3. 26.3.
That's a good guess. Okay. I suppose the lasagna is getting ready soon here. Should we
Yeah, I'll have to have you over for dinner one day, McDune.
I can't wait to come over for dinner.
Take a vacation down here in Buffalo, New York,
Down there in Buffalo, New York.
Or up here in Buffalo.
Yeah. Well, from Minnesota, let's check.
Yeah, that's not too far, but actually I think it's colder. It's colder there in Minnesota than it is here.
It certainly is colder.
Oh God, it's very cold there.
And what was the temperature today in Buffalo?
It started off 66 in the morning, but as the day progressed, it got to about 30.
For the snowstorm, the blizzard
37.
that came. Minneapolis is 45 degrees north, and Buffalo is about 43 degrees north. So I would have to go south.
Right.
All right. Well, Dion, this has been enlightening. I think people have been enlightened.
I hope so. That's my job here, is to I'm a martial artist first, but I've been awoke out of the matrix for years, and I'm here to we've been taught a lot in history, and I'm here to shed light on those who are willing to listen,
Shed the light.
Knowledge is power.
But can you pay the electric bill with it?
Oh, absolutely. Part of knowledge is making money. See, this is what I tell people instead of watching these reality TV shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Deal or No Deal, to go out and read a book. Read a book on the stock market.
Deal or no deal? How did Deal or No Deal get?
It's programming. That's what television is.
All right, Dion. We're gonna wrap up the show here, Dion. But I think
it's always a pleasure, McToon.
Yeah, it's always good, Dion. You can stick around for after the outro, and you don't have to hang up just right now. But anyway, people, thank you very much.
Well, I'm gonna go eat, and then I'll come back on.
Okay, all right. Next week, I have a live premiere of a debate that you probably have not seen. So that's what will be coming up next week. And then after that, I'm back in Minnesota for another live one. So everybody, we'll see you later.
Salute.
Here we go.
MC Tune, drop that beat.
All right. Let it flow. Let yourself go. So I know that is the tempo.
So, yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this. Yo, it's MC Toon, the debunking tycoon. I shatter flat earthers, make them face the moon. Your attempts are decent, but they'll swoon in the face of my logic like a deflated balloon.
Oh, MC Tune, the one to soon cartoons. I'm the real sage, send it first to their views. Your theories are like old brooms, sweeping ignorance or just spreading the views.
FDFE stands for fumbling the facts, evidently. I drop truth bombs so splendidly. Your approach is soft, mine's unrelenting. I bring the science while you're just venting.
MC Tune, the buffoon with silver spoon. I have some pseudoscience, make it change their tune. You're the sidekick, I'm the room. When it comes to debunking, I'm the room.
zone in the rizzle dizzle. But hey, FTFE, we share the creed to educate and debunk the plant the seed. Though in this rap, it's clear indeed I got the upper hand, then word indeed. Alright, hold on a second. The Zoom call died. Everything died! No!